The story I tell about Beto, he probably doesn't even know, is that when he worked at MALDEF, he brought a suit against HEB, which was the largest grocery store chain in Texas. And the allegation was that Latinos advanced and promoted only in Latino neighborhoods, so that the best paying jobs in the white neighborhoods were disproportionately allocated to white managers. And HEB responded to all of Beto's litigation requests and then did something extraordinary. They went and hired the former president of MALDEF to help them in order to be able to level the playing field between Beto and one of the biggest corporations in the country. And I just thought that was the biggest compliment, the highest credit that anyone can pay, because they did not underestimate his abilities.
He worked it hard, he worked with the clients, he worked with the opposing lawyers, he organized it all, he put up with a lot of pressure from a lot of places, and still came up with a very useful settlement. And to this day, that grocery chain is much better for Beto's efforts.
So Beto goes to Taft. He walks into the meeting room, the city hall. It's a tiny building, and it's packed, and it's divided. One side is the Anglo community, and on the other side is the Mexican-American community. And he walks in and he starts making his presentation, calm as Beto can be, and he starts hearing catcalls about greasers, and why don't you go back where you came from? And you people are just a bunch of troublemakers. And so he kept getting angrier and angrier as he was holding on to the podium, addressing the city council. And so he goes through the logical reasons why a city should go from at-large to single-member districts, opening up opportunity. And then he transitions into how expensive litigation would be. And then he closes by saying, if the city doesn't do it, you're going to be sued by MALDEF.
He's really delivers the message in a way that others can hear it. He's very patient and generous. He's just really generous with his time, with his experience, with his knowledge. But he also lets others, he kind of gives you the information and then lets others, lets the person decide. He's really not judgmental. He feels very, very gracious in terms of when I've sought advice from him or asked him for help. He's just really a fantastic colleague.
I think he's building a legacy of a real bilingual, bicultural legacy in the legal education area. There are not too many, in fact there are very few Latino professors in law schools, and very few who are as dedicated as he to the language and the history of the Latino population here in the United States. And I think that's a almost unique legacy of his. And I'm very impressed by it, and I think people will be studying it for many years.